We are live. Hello, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining me on this brutally hot Monday morning, Monday afternoon or morning, depending on where you're joining us from. My name is Adam Fox. I'm one of the founders of Connected Community Health Support. We are here bringing you free virtual bodyweight exercise programming 3 days a week. Monday, Seth Spicer does the 7:30 in the morning, does the 12 right in the middle of your day. It's truly myself, the 5:30 in the afternoon for you guys. So this week's going to be a little bit different than last week. Instead of sessions, like we broke it up last week, we're going to do a session, 6 sets of exercises, 8 exercises we're going to run through, all 1 through 8, 6 times, not 3, but 6 times. And then we're going to give you a nice cool down instead of having it broken up into 2 sessions. If you would like, I will give you the mark in the middle to, if you guys don't want to do the full 6 sets, you can just do the 3 for now, and then leave after those 3 are done. If you would like, you can stay for the 6. As always, we'll have a warm-up and then a cool down at the end. So remember, the reason we are doing this is because we are trying to eliminate all the barriers to exercise. Say you don't have access to a gym, you don't have money to buy an expensive gym membership, or you just don't want to go to a gym, so a little apprehensive of the stigmas and the stereotypes behind the gym. That's A-okay, and that's why we have this here for you. That's why we've created this bodyweight exercise programming for you. Whew, I'm already sweating, and all I'm doing is talking. But that's why we created this for you. Well, we want to eliminate that gap between the people that need some type of health intervention or need exercise in their life and the people who can afford it. We want to make sure that there's no disparity between that. So if you need this intervention, you don't need to pay for that expensive gym membership, or you don't need to pay for the transportation to get to the gym. You can do it right in the comfort of your own home. And remember, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can reach out to us on our social media pages. We are ConnectedCHS at everything: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, and I don't really think you can message us on there, but you get the point. And remember, as always, if you guys have any underlying health conditions that you're a little worried about, go talk to your doctor first. Make sure you can get his approval before starting this. This isn't anything that's going to hurt you. We want to make sure you guys are healthy and ready to go so we can make you a healthier and happier version of yourself through this program. And another little PSA here. If you guys are joining in on the restream, this will be restreamed. If you guys are joining in, this is not live, and you have a question, comment, concern about any of the exercises we're doing, please reach out to us on our social media pages. Shoot us a text, shoot us a DM, whatever it is, and we will get back to you. We realize that we're obviously not live during the restreams. We can't answer those questions if you have any, so just keep that in mind, guys. If you have any questions, please give us a shout, give us a little ring, and we will answer those questions for you. So as I said today, I'm doing 6 sets, 30 seconds of rest, 30 seconds of work. This is a progressive program. Remember that. This is week 10, day 28. It's kind of crazy. We've already came this far. It's already been 9 weeks. Well, 9 weeks starting the 10th right now. So without further ado, I'm going to shut my gap and we're going to get going. All right, first thing we're doing here is we're just going to open the hips and close them. Get some good hip range of motion in today. Warm those hips up after a nice long weekend or a nice long day if you've been at work. Just all you got to do, bring the leg over, putting most of your weight on this base foot here. And like I said, just warming up those hips. All right, now we're going to switch sides here. Whew. It's got to be about 90-something degrees here in New York. It's a beautiful sunny day, but I'm sure feeling this heat right now. All right. Do a couple more on each side. See, today's definitely one of the days I'm glad I'm wearing a black shirt, so I'm going to sweat right through this thing. Now we're going to switch to the leg swings. Same thing. Getting some good hip range of motion, warming that hip up. Making sure you're not arching that lower back. And always, if you need some support, grab onto the wall. Make sure you're not falling over. We definitely don't want you guys falling over doing any of these exercises. So, moving on to the other side. Keep on swinging the leg. Remember, it doesn't have to be anything too crazy. You don't have to crank the range of motion like this. Nice and easy, like so. Couple more seconds here, guys. All right, perfect. Now, is the chat on? Yes. Is the chat on? Oh, my apologies, guys. Yep, perfect. Okay. All right. So now T-spine rotations here, loosening up that tight upper back from a long day at work, a long day of driving, whatever it may be. Moving over just like this. Follow that hand, guys. So follow that hand. You're rotating that head as well. You don't got to think about it. All you got to think about is just following that hand and bringing it as far as you can behind you without moving those hips like so. I see the comment there. I'm going to get to you in just 1 second after the warm-up. Keep doing a couple more of those, guys. Perfect. Last one here. All right, now we're going to move on to some neck range of motion. So I want you guys to just shake the head around a little bit. Your body likes a lot of variety and movement, so give it as many different forwards, backwards, up, down, left, right. If you feel, I don't want you guys to do as fast, just nice and slow pace. Doesn't have to be anything too intensive or extensive, whatever the word is. Now we're going to look left to right, so find a spot on each wall. Look to the left, look to the right, look at that spot over and over again. And the whole point of that is to just get you to not think about what your muscles are doing. Just look at the spot, and it's the only thing you have to think of is the goal of the movement. Now we're going to go down and up, and down and up. Just like so. You guys keep doing that. Hey, what's happening, man? I'm glad you're joining us. I wasn't sure if the chat was working at first because sometimes our restream service is a little bit funky, so I'm glad you're here. All right, now we're going to do some arm circles, just like you're in gym class, some good old-fashioned, before you play dodgeball and threw your arm out of socket. We're doing a little bit of arm circles. You can do little guys like this, big guys like this. We're not doing these in the program today, so no need to emphasize how slow or how big the ranges of motion are. Just want to get those shoulders nice and warmed up. You can do single arms like this if you like, or you can do the doubles. You can do alternating, whatever works best for you. All right, I'm going to get going on the first exercise. So we do this time-based. I'm actually going to answer that question in 1 second. Let me instruct this movement first. First thing we're doing, reach to the ground, starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So push the hands to the knees, get a nice aligned lower back, pick it up, and put it down. If you guys are feeling this in your lower back, now remember, this is more of a hamstring and leg exercise. So if you're feeling this in the lower back, align yourself nice, just like so. Bend down, pick it up, and keep doing that. And as far as the rep range goes, this is more for time. We want you to do this for the whole 30 seconds. So we're stopping in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. There we go. So we want you guys to be able to do this at a steady, controllable pace. So the reps don't really matter as much. So to speak, this is more of an aerobic circuit training style of a exercise to where you're just doing it for the whole 30 seconds. I would recommend that you set a pace that's challenging but still doable. So I see the chat, just give me 1 second. Next thing we're moving on to same bent over position, doing the T's, Y's, and I's, starting right now. All right, so from bent over position, T's, Y's, and I's. And you see how I'm just going at a nice steady pace that's not too exhausting, so something I'll be able to do for the whole 30 seconds, but it's not easy. That's what I'd recommend. Don't worry about the reps. Worry about setting a nice pace that you can control, but it's still making you sweat. Still making you work a little bit. All right, 5 more seconds here. Stopping in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Yeah, yep, 30 seconds. Perfect. And I'm blind as a bat, so I can't see the chat. That's why I have to come up every time, so I apologize if it takes me a second to get to you. But moving on here to the lateral raises. All we're going to be doing, if you guys want to have some resistance, pick up a water bottle, pick up book, pick up your cat if you want, as long as it has a harness on it, you're not going to hurt it. And we're just going to bring it up to the side like so. Starting here in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So just bring it up just like this. You can call these the Flappy Birds, as Seth Spicer likes to call them, or we just call them lateral raises, whatever floats your boat, whatever tickles your fancy, so to speak. And the whole thing here, I don't want you guys to be arching that lower back like so. Nice and controlled. If you can only go up to right here, that's totally fine. We're going to work within your range of motion, which means we will improve upon it day in and day out. Stopping here in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. I know you're new to joining in with us, so I want to just let you know this is only body weight progressive exercise program we do. This is a 52-week program. We are on week 10, so if this stuff seems a little too intense for you, you want to go back. All of our videos are saved on our YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook pages in case you want to go back and catch an earlier workout with less intensity. So we're starting with punches, starting in 2, 1, and begin. So from this solid stance, you're just going to be throwing punches like so. And same thing, I want you to just get a nice, solid, challenging pace going, and just keep that pace. As we move on, I will instruct you guys to work a little bit harder. But right now, we're just getting the hang of this for the first couple sets. We got 6 sets, remember, so it's a lot of work. That's why I said I want you to pace yourself. I don't want you to burn out after the third. So we're stopping here in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. All right. Hey, Phil, I'm glad you're here. Thank you for the follow. And if you ever have any questions, we use the interval, what is the name of this app? It's just called Interval Timer. It has a little screen that looks like a, I'll explain it to you in just 1 second. We're starting with the squats now, starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So with the squats, pretend you got a chair behind you. All you're doing, sitting down, standing up. Sitting down, standing up. Now, if you can't go down all the way, that's totally all right. We can just go down quarter of the way, stand back up, quarter of the way, stand back up, just like so. And I'm going to grab a chair for the next set to demonstrate how this is the same thing as sitting down in a chair. All you got to do is pretend like there's a chair behind you, sit in it, but don't let all your weight go backwards. Don't fall over. Stop it in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Yeah, so the interval timer, I don't know if it's going to come through or not. Probably not. It's a blue TV looking screen with a 30 seconds on it in the Apple Store. Or I'm sure that the Google Play Store has it as well. It's a really good timer, though. You can set it intervals. You can do a lot of things with it. That's why we use it. It's a really good one. So we're starting here with the pressing pattern in 2, 1, and begin. So we can do this from the wall. You can do this from an elevated surface, or you can do it from the floor. We're just going to be doing some push-ups here. Coming down for a 3-second count, and then pushing up. 1, 2, 3, push up. 1, 2, 3, and push up. And remember, you don't have to do these from the knees like I am. You can do it from the feet fully extended, coming down for 3 seconds still, and then pushing up. Coming down for 3 seconds, pushing up, stopping here in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Yeah, I hope I was going to say, I hope that helped. That answers your question. It is a really cool timer. I've just started using it for this program at around week like 4 or 5, and it saves me a lot of time. I don't have to look at the stopwatch like I used to and have to count down 30 seconds each time. So definitely recommend it. Moving on to the next one. Same bent over position, just like we did for the first and second exercise. Bring the arms back, bring them up. Starting in 2, 1, and begin. So we just want to get some good shoulder range of motion in. So from this bent over position, pinkies to the sky, thumbs to the sky. Now, if you get up here and you start to arch like this, only go to about, I'm not going to tell you how far to go, but only go to the point to where you're not compensating with your lower back to get more shoulder range of motion. Because we will work on your range of motion every day, get you to the point where you're able to do the lower back arching. Stopping here in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. There we go. All right, this next one is one of my favorites. They kind of suck, but they're really good for you and they're worth it. So we can do either the mountain climbers. So from this push-up position, mountain climbers like so. If you're not comfortable with that, we can do the marches, or from the wall like so, doing the marches, pulling down on the wall. So you're getting a little bit of core activation too. Starting in 1 second and go. So options here, marches, just like so. Bring the knees to the hands. If you think these might be a little bit too easy, you can pick up the pace with them a little bit. And if you don't like those, we can bring it down to the floor like this. Do the mountain climbers at whatever pace is most comfortable for you. And if both of those don't seem like your cup of tea, go to the wall like so. Bring the knees up, bringing those hands down, pushing down into the wall. Stopping here in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. There we go. Remember, it is hot today. So have some water. Always don't want you guys passing out doing this. Depending on where you're at, it could be hotter than it is here. And if it is, God bless you for doing this workout with me. So moving back to the top, doing the reaches to the ground. Now, if these are too easy for you, the reach to the ground, we can do the bridge. I'll demonstrate that in a couple seconds here, starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So, bridges from the ground like so. We're gonna have your armpits in the straight line with your knees, just like this, pressing up, making sure you're not arching the back like this. Most of this drive's coming from your legs and a little bit from your core. So just keep on pressing up like so. But again, if these are too hard or you're not comfortable with the floor, you can do the other standing variation. Stopping in 2, 1, and cut it. Alrighty. Oh yeah, it's way too hot. Yeah, in air conditioning. I don't know if you guys can, yeah, you can see. You can see I got the fan right on me. It's way too hot down here to not have a fan or some type of air conditioner. So you're a smart man or lady working out in an air-conditioned room. That's really smart. All right, moving on to the ITY, starting here in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So, bent over position like so. T's and Y's and I's just like this. If you guys want, you can say it out loud. I'm not going to hear you, so don't worry. There's no judgment here. That's partially why we're doing this. It's a judgment-free zone. So if you want to do T's and Y's and I's, it'll help you coordinate the movement, because your brain likes rhythm, and it likes to have a pattern to coordinate around. So, I's, Y's, T, stopping in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Oh, yeah. Dude, yeah. It's almost the same thing, but why do you remember the YMCA? Because it's got the rhythm to it, right? Then that's what I'm saying with this. You put a rhythm to it, you make it rhythmic, your brain will remember it a lot easier, make it easier to do the movement. Next one, grab some resistance if you want it. Lateral raises starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. We are now moving. This is the second set, guys. So give yourself a little pat in the back. Usually I always say that, but I kind of forgot. I got in the midst of talking, which as you come to more of these, you'll understand I talk a little bit too much. So I was gonna say my apologies. That's just the way it goes when you're tuning in with me. There is also Seth Spicer and Jacob Carroll that start at 7:30 and 12 o'clock if you guys want to tune into them. Stopping with these in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Yeah, like I said, there are the other two founders or employees, if you will, of ConnectedCHS do run the same workouts at 7:30 in the morning and 12 in the afternoon. Depending on where you are, that might be different times for you, but that Eastern time, that's when they go on as well. So, moving on here, back to the punches. So I want you guys to get a solid base stance like this. Start with the punches in 3, 2, 1, and go. So, last set, I had a little bit of a lighter pace. I want you guys to pick it up just a little bit. Still throwing the same punches, full extension of those arms. Like you're, not Canelo, I've already used Canelo's name. Throw a boxer's name in the chat if you know it. Because I can't think of any more. I used them all up last week. All right, stopping here in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. I guess I could say McGregor, but does he really count as a boxer if he only boxed one person? I don't know. I'm just trying to have some fun with it. Whew. All right, moving on here. I'm going to grab the chair to demonstrate. Never mind, I don't have a chair to use. Pretend as if there's a chair behind you. Starting here in 3, 2, 1, and begin. Just come down, just come back up. And the whole thing that I mean, just pretend like you're sitting in a chair, is your conscious attention of not focusing on, maybe a certain muscle feeling tight or feeling like it's turned on. Just thinking about sitting in the chair and coming back up. Because that's, in essence, that's what sitting in a chair is a squat. We just put a fancy definition on it and change the way that we organize it in our head. Stopping here in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Pacquiao, yeah. Oh, I already went through a big one. I had where is it? Yeah. I already went through this today. I need to get another one. You're right. It's 2 days. I'm jealous of you and the air conditioner. I'm not going to lie. Moving on to the wall press or floor press. Starting here in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So we're doing this from the wall. Same thing, hands shoulder width apart, coming down, elbows nice and tight in, pressing away. But if you want, the farther you bring your feet out, the harder it will get. Just make sure you're not arching that lower back when you're doing it so you're not cranking up like that. We're going to finish this from the knees or the feet. Or if the knees are too easy, we're going to come down like so for 3 seconds. Go to the knees, press back up. Last one, stopping in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Oh, come on, laptop, don't do this to me. Oh, it's not plugged in, that's not good. Yeah, squats are the steak and potatoes of every workout. That's what we do the most, or one of the movements that we do the most every day, that or bending over. So I agree with you, but they're an essential movement pattern in our opinion. So start with that bent over shoulder extension in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So remember, press your hands from your hips to your knees, align yourself nice and perfect, just like that. You don't gotta think about it now. Now bring the shoulders back and up. Touch the sky with your pinkies, touch the sky with your thumbs. Just like so. I want you guys to, I'm not gonna tell you to brace or tighten your core. I want you to control it so you're not arching that back when you go up like I just did those last 2 reps. Just like so. Stopping here in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Yes. I hate burpees. I'm right there with you. Those are probably my least favorite exercise. That or doing a long, steady state jog, steady pace. I think those are the 2 worst things in the world, to be honest. But they're good for you either way, but they're just not a lot of fun. Some things that aren't fun in life are the best for you. Starting with the Martian mountain climbers in 2, 1, and begin. So remember, you can do it from the wall like this, or we can do them from the ground like so. Whatever pace is most comfortable for you. And I know it may be a little hard trying to keep those hips down, not have them come up like this. I know that is hard, it makes a little more core control, but it is worth it to help organize the movement, or we can just do the marches. Stop it in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Alrighty. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why we're doing this, because we know that, a low impact training routine like this is not very common, and we know that it's really good for anyone who is just looking to lose some weight and get some good cardio in. And yeah, Jacob is the other founder. He's the 12 o'clock guy. Starting with the bent over reach to the ground in 2, 1, and begin. So from here, same bent over position, pick it up, put it down, and we are really appreciative that you guys have been coming, and especially since this is your second stream now, but still one of your first streams. We really appreciate it. We love the support. We're doing this for you guys because we really love making a difference, making you guys happier and healthier, whatever community you're in. Stopping with these in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Because that's what the whole point of this is. We want to make everybody healthy and happier. We're not getting paid for this. We're doing this for free because we really enjoy helping other people. We think, like I said in the beginning of the stream, there's a disparity between people that need interventions for health and fitness like this and the people that can afford it. So people that need it may not have the money to do this. That's why we're offering this for free, because we really want to help you guys be the healthiest, happiest versions of yourself. Starting with the bent over ITYs in 2, 1, and begin. So T's and Y's and I's and I's and Y's and T's. Yeah, I'll have to give Jake credit for picking up another new follower. So I'm glad you gave him the shout out. I have to text him after this. But either way, doesn't matter who got you here. I'm glad that you're here. And you're getting the double session in. Look at you go. Talking about some dedication, commitment, wanting to be healthier and happier. We love it. Stop it in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. My name is Adam, so I'm the Mr. 5'30" guy, but you can call me 5 o'clock guy, even though I definitely don't have a shadow. I don't got enough facial hair for that. But my name's Adam Fox. Like I said, there's 3 of us. Seth does at 7:30, even though that's a little bit early for some people. And Jacob does the 12 o'clock, as you already know. So I'm glad you're joining along with us. Moving on here to the lateral raises. 3, 2, 1, and begin. And Seth likes to call these the Flappy Bird. So if you want, you can do them like this, or you can do them a little bit more quote-unquote strict, just bringing them up from the side. Whichever way feels better for you. I like to call this the buffet of movement, where we give you a bunch of different options, and you get to pick from it, because at the end of the day, you know what feels better for your body better than we do. So we're not going to tell you exactly what to do. We're going to give you some options. Stopping here in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. So you already met Jacob. You met me. Seth Spicer is the other guy. He's the 7:30 in the morning guy. If you look back on some of our videos, you'll see him, kind of taller dude, brown hair, real goofy, just like myself. So if you like anything I'm doing, I'm sure you'll like him as well. All right, going back to those punches, channel our inner Pacquiao, starting in 2, 1, and begin. All right, you got another boxer for me? I've already listed Ali, Mayweather, Tyson, Tyson Fury, and Mike Tyson. Canelo, Triple G, Logan Paul, Jake Paul, even though I don't really consider them boxers yet, but you know what I mean. If you got any other boxers, hit them in the chat. Let's see how your knowledge of boxing is. Stopping in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. There we go, baby. Hey, yeah, 7:30, right? Holy. But yeah, hey, come to all 3. That would be awesome, as long as you can do it. I mean, all of these are body weight, like I said, so this is this is gonna get you in nice shape. You're gonna lose some fat, gain some muscle, tone out those muscles a little bit. So come join us for as many as you can. We'll always be here. We've been doing it for the past 10 weeks. We're gonna do it for the next 42. So starting with the squats right now. So come back down. I know these suck, but just get a chair, and if you do have a chair in your house, I'm sure you do, just sit in the chair and stand back up. I'm pretending like I have an invisible chair behind me. I'm just sitting in and then standing back up. Because if I know you said you're going to keep coming to our streams. You'll hear me talk about this a lot. Your brain likes a goal to coordinate around instead of thinking about muscle activation. Stopping in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. What I mean by that is when your body's trying to coordinate to complete a movement, so a squat. If you are consciously thinking about, oh, my glute needs to be tight, I need to use my quads, that's interfering with your brain's natural ability to coordinate that movement in the most effective and efficient way possible. So, just a reminder, guys, always think about the goal of the movement, not the process. Moving on to the floor presses in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So, from here, keep that chest far away from the ground, coming down, 1, 2, 3, pressing up, coming down, 1, 2, 3, pressing up. Those are too easy. We're going to extend the legs like this, coming down, 1, 2, 3, and up. 1, 2, 3, and up. 10 more seconds here, guys. Come on, keep pushing through. 3, 1, 2, 3. Last one, and done. Woo! There we go, baby. It's a nice, hot, sweaty one today. Music Man, what's happening? How's everyone doing? Yeah, Logan Paul? No, absolutely not. Well, nice to meet you, Les. Nice to meet you, Music Man. I'm glad you guys are in here getting a good workout with us today. Moving on to those mountain climbers or marches. So remember, we can do marches however high you want, starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So we can do marches, do them a little fast pace, but you don't have to jump if you don't want to. We can do them hands pressing down in the wall. So holding that press down, bringing those knees up. It's like your palms are kind of dragging against the wall without moving. Or doing the mountain climbers for the last 10 seconds here at whatever pace is most comfortable for you. Stopping here, 3, 2, 1, and cut it. So this is the end of the third set. So we got 3 more sets to do, all the same thing. 30 seconds rest, 30 seconds work. If you guys want to dip out now, you can, or you can stay for the second part of the set. I would recommend you do, because I know you guys are going to get a good burn and definitely going to be sweating a lot for this. Starting with the bent over reach to the ground right now. Reach to the ground. So remember that goal I was talking about, right? The whole goal of this, align yourself nice, give you that reference point. Now just pick it up, put it back down. Pick it up, put it back down. That's all you got to think about. Just picking this pillow up and putting it back down. Now that you've given your body this reference point, oh, come on, laptop. Why you got to do me like that? Now that you've given yourself a reference point, all right, stop it in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. What I mean by reference point, now that you're in that bent over position, your body's comfortable and stable in this position. Now, all you have to think about, this pillow. I'm picking it up and putting it down. But we're moving on from that, so we're going to the ITYs. Same thing as far as reference point. So give your body the reference point of this stable position. And now we're just going to do the T's and Y's and I's. I'm going to face you beautiful people. Starting in 2, 1, and begin. T's, Y's, I's. Remember, like I was saying, you can coordinate this by saying it out loud, or you don't have to, but hey, no one's going to hear you. I'm not seeing you, so you don't got to worry if you think you sound goofy. I sound goofy on camera in front of people all the time, so I promise you it's not that bad. We can't see you. All right, 5 seconds here, guys. Power through. 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Hey, whatever's getting you to reach to the floor, I'm all right with it. As long as you're not thinking about the muscles, thinking about that external goal, whether it's fried chicken or a pillow or a bottle of water, whichever it is, as long as that's what you're doing. Good job. All right, going to the lateral raises in 2, 1, and begin. So remember, guys, this is the 4th set. So after this, you guys got to give yourself 2 little micro pats on each back. So you guys got to celebrate the small victories, like we're making it through 4 of these sets. I know it's hot, and I know this is hard, so good job, guys. Sticking with me here. We're building a little community here. I'm really happy that you guys are, tagging along with us, and hopefully this is helping you feel a little bit better and eventually look a little better, and overall, just be a better person. Stop it in 2, 1, and cut it. Be a healthier person. I shouldn't say better, but healthier person. Oof. All right, moving back to, I think I might have skipped an exercise. No, I didn't, never mind. All right, moving back to the punches. So we got any other boxer names? What am I having for dinner? I got some Panera in my fridge right now. Might have some good Mediterranean bowl. All right, starting in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. So we're just gonna do the punches. Remember, I want you to pick up the pace a little bit. And you remember, you don't need to just do the jabs. You can do little variations. I'm not a boxing coach by any means, but just do some variations. Do like an uppercut, do like a cross body, just little jabs here and there. As you can tell, I'm definitely not a boxing coach, but it's all about the movement, baby. Stop it in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Yeah, I got a nice Mediterranean bowl, some black olives, some hummus, quinoa, rice, cucumbers, tomatoes, sour cream or something, Greek yogurt. It's really good. I would highly recommend it. Hey, have a good one. I'm glad you stopped in. Hopefully we'll see you on Wednesday. Remember, we do this at 7:30, 12, and 5:30. Have a good one. All right, starting with the squats right now. So, coming down. Remember, sit in that chair, stand back up. Sit in that chair and stand back up, just like so. If this is a little bit too hard, you can just come down quarter. Say you don't feel comfortable coming all the way down. Just come down to a quarter and back up, just like so. Stopping in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. And I'm just going to say this again for anyone that's watching this on Tuesday, Thursday, or Saturday. This is a restream. Well, it's live right now, but it will be a restream at those times. So If you guys have any questions or if you feel any pain, you want to know what a better way to do an exercise, please reach out to us on our social media accounts, ConnectedCHS. We'd love to talk to you and figure out a better variation to this exercise for you. Starting with the floor press in 2, 1, and begin. So push that chest away from the ground, come down, 1, 2, 3, and press. 1, 2, 3, and press. 1, 2, 3, and push away. Pretend like that ground smells really bad. So want to keep your chest as far away from it as possible. Then push. Extend those legs for this last 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, and push. 1, 2, 3, and push. And done. Cut it. Whew. I am dripping today. I might have to throw another shirt on. Whew. Holy. I feel like I just jumped in the river right now. Oh my goodness. Hopefully it's not as hot wherever you're joining in from, Mr. Music Man. But regardless, still getting that work in. Starting with the next one in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So bent over position, remember reference point, just like so. Then we're just doing some shoulder movement, just like this. Bring those thumbs to the sky, then pinkies to the sky. And if you rock a little bit, that's okay. Your body's just trying to find a new center of mass. Because when you're moving, arms overhead, arms behind, you're changing your center of mass, your body's just trying to adapt. So if you're wobbling a little bit, that's okay. Just make sure you're not falling over. Stopping in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. All right. Whew, there we go. Moving on. Got that net. All right, just making sure I'm not missing anything. I don't want to have you guys miss out on one of these beautiful exercises we got for you. Just going to power through with the wet shirt. We only got 2 more sets, I believe, after this. Starting with the mountain climbers in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So remember, we can do the marches just like this. Hit the knees if you like. Hold it at the knees if you like. There's a lot of different variations to march. Just get the legs off the ground a little bit like so. Or we can do the palms coming down to the, pulling your palms down, doing the marches like so. You'll get some good core activation here. You'll still feel it. Or these last 10 seconds here, we can just do the regular mountain climbers like so. Whatever feels best for you guys. Stopping in 2, 1, and cut it. Whew, there we go, guys. All right. We got 2 more sets. Then we're out of here. I think I might have messed up on the set range. I just know we still got 16 more, so 8. Yep, we got 2 more full ones. So moving back to the reach to the ground or the bridge, starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So bent over position like so. Pick it up, put it back down, pick it up, put it back down, just like so. Now, you don't need it every single time. Just come down, pick it up, just like that. And if you guys want to make it a little harder, we can do the bridge from this position. Press it up, making sure those hips, armpits, and knees are all in a straight line. Stopping in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Oh, I made a body mark on the floor. That's nice and that's cute, nice and sweaty. All right, back to the ITYs. So remember, give your body that reference point. It wants to associate the bent over position with something else. That's what I mean by reference point. So hands and hips, press to the ground, or press to your knees in this nice aligned position. T's, Y's, and I's. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. T and Y and I. If these really aren't comfortable because of the bent over position, you can always put one arm on your knee or one hand on your knee like so, if you would like. Then switch after, or you can just do them standing like this, whatever feels more comfortable for you. Stopping here in 5, 4, 3, 2, and cut it. All right, there we go. Next one, moving on here, lateral raises. Nothing too fancy. grab some resistance if you want. I'm gonna use my water. If I had 2 water bottles still, I'd use both my water bottles. Just picking up like this. Bringing those arms as high as you can, comfortably. What I mean by that is not going too high and arching that back. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. Coming up like this. And keeping those wrists straight. So what I mean by that is when I'm coming up, I'm not bending those wrists, because if you did have any resistance in your hand, you're gonna be bending like this. That's not good for your wrists, not good for the joints. So I'm just gonna lift the arms up like so. Bring them as high as you can. You can even do them like this if you'd like. Make it a little bit more dynamic, so to speak. Stopping in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. All right. Back to the punches, the Manny Pacquiao's, the whoever you want to call it. I'm not really sure. Whatever boxer you guys fancy. We're gonna pretend we're gonna act like we're them for the night or for the day, whatever time it is, wherever you guys are. Whew, I'm sweaty. Good. It means we're working hard, right? All right. Get into this in 5, 4, 3, 2, and begin. So, throwing the punches just like so. Doesn't have to be anything too crazy, but I do want you guys to keep a nice solid pace here. Remember, you can do some uppercuts. Don't punch yourself in the face. I've done that before. It's really not that fun. Keep on punching. Full punches like this. Make sure you're getting a nice extension here. Stop it in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. All right. All right, my laptop still got some juice. Make sure it's plugged in. Oopsies. Look at this outlet. Doesn't want to work anymore. All right, my apologies, guys. My laptop might have to change where my laptop's put in, but that's a-okay. Starting with the squats here in 5, 4, 3, 2, and begin. So remember, just sitting down on the chair, standing up, sitting down, standing up, just like so. It doesn't have to be any harder than you want it to be. If you can only come down a quarter of the way, that's okay. Just like this. If not, come down a little further. If the full depth's a little bit too easy, do squat jumps. Make sure we're landing nice and controlled, but you don't have to do this if you don't want. Stopping in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. All right, I'm gonna try to mess around with this again. We are moving on to the floor presses here in just a second, so remember that, guys, in case I'm fiddling around with this. I can't get to you in time. I just don't want my laptop to die on all you beautiful people. Still got 20 minutes here. All right, starting with the floor press in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So, from the knees coming down, 1, 2, 3. Remember, if from the knees still a little bit too easy, we can fully extend the legs like so, come down for 3 seconds. But you can't press, so go to the knees, press up. Come down, go to the knees, press up, come down, go to the knees, press up. Last one here, 1, 2, 3, and cut. Whoo, there we go. I gotta figure this out. My laptop is going to die. I hate to do that to all you beautiful people. There we go. Now she's charging. Perfect. All right. Where were we? We were doing bent over shoulder extensions. Starting here in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So from the bent over position like so, back and up, just like so. Bringing the pinkies to the sky, thumbs, thumbs, pinkies, thumbs, pinkies, just like so. I know you guys are sweating hard too, but that just means you're getting some quality work in. So don't be discouraged by the sweat. Stopping here in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Woof. Good job, guys. Got one more set after this. We're almost done with this one. We're close. Got the mountain climbers, then one more time through, and we are done for the day. Give you a nice little cool down and send you on your way. Start with the mountain climbers here in a couple seconds. Grab a drink if you need it. I know it's hot today. Whew. Yes, it sure is hot, isn't it, Mr. Fan? Starting right now with those mountain climbers. So remember, pressing the walls, or the walls in your hands. Yeah, your hands into the walls, bringing the knees up like so. We can do the regular marches, whatever pace you want to keep. We can do them a little bit faster if you want. Do them slow. Or we can do the mountain climbers here from the push-up position, bringing the knees up, keeping those hips down to where your knees are almost scraping off the ground, but they're not. You don't want the hips high up like this. And cut it. Whew, there we go, guys. All right. Big pats on the back. One more set, and we are out of here. Grab a drink. I'm going to throw my gum out. Give me 1 second. All right. Starting. Reaches to the ground in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So, remember, reference point, bent over position. Pick it up, put it back down, pick it up, just like this. Doesn't have to be any harder than you want it to be. If you can't get all the way down like that, that's okay as well. You can just come down to the knees, like so, or just pretend as if you're reaching to grab something. Like I said earlier, think about the goal, not the process. Stop it in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Whew. Whoo-wee. Okay. Moving on here. Grab one more drink. I know I need it, and if I need it, you guys need it too. I wonder why I live in upstate New York sometimes, and I regret how hot and humid it is every summer. But hey, it's a beautiful place to live. Doing the ITYs, bent over position, starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So from here, remember T's and Y's and I's, I's and Y's and T's. I know I sound goofy saying it out loud, but it really does help your body coordinate so you don't mess it up and miss one on accident. Because I do that all the time, like I just did as I'm talking. I's, Y's, T's, T's, Y's, I's. Got 4, 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Almost done, guys. Keep powering through with me here. Only got 6 more and a cool down, and then you guys can go enjoy your protein shakes, your adult beverages, your Panera in my case, or whatever you're going to be having after this nice workout we got for you. So, moving on to lateral raises again. Remember, grab some resistance if you want. Challenge yourself. This is the last set. So challenge yourself. Grab even like 2 or 3 pound book. Start raising it here in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So just like this. Raise them up. Keep on raising. You don't gotta try to touch the sky. Just bring it. Try to make a T if you can, and if you can go a little bit higher without arching that lower back, go ahead and do it. Just like so. Keep on going, guys. Only got 5 more seconds here. Stop it in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Getting closer with the slaps on the timer. So. At least I think I am. I'd like to hope that's what I'm doing. I don't know if you guys can hear the timer or not, but that's A-okay. All right, moving on for the punches. Just want to remind you guys, this is the last set, like I said, so I'm going to challenge you. I want 15 seconds at a nice solid pace, a nice controllable pace, to where you still got a lot in the tank. Because once the 15 seconds is done, I'm going to tell you, give me everything you got for the last 15. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. So nice solid pace right now, nice steady pace, nothing too fast. Throw some uppercuts, some quick movements, some head bobs. We got 3 more seconds. Everything you got. Ready? 2, 1, and go. Come on. As fast as you can. Good, nice full punches. Some uppercuts. Keeping the fast pace here. Stopping in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! There we go, guys. 4 more, and you guys are out of here. Well, we're all out of here, not just you guys, but you know what I mean. All right, back to the squats. Steak and potatoes, one of the most hated movements, or loved, depending on how you look at it. It's all about mindset, remember that. All right, starting those here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and begin. Coming down. Remember, invisible chair underneath me. Squatting or sitting down, standing back up. Sitting down, standing back up. Just like so. Ooh. Got 10 more seconds here, guys. Come on. Power through. We're almost done. It's almost over. The torture's almost over. I know. We got 3 and 2 and 1 and cut it. Woo. All right, guys, come on. 3 more and then we're done. Grab a drink. Cool yourself off a little bit. Before we got the presses, that is definitely one of the harder ones. My opinion, it's a little bit harder than the squats, but everyone's different, so these may be easier for you, or maybe not. Depends on what your level is, how comfortable you are doing them, and all that good stuff. So, from the ground, knees in the ground, starting in 3, 2, 1, and begin. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and press. Feet fully extended. Now I'm going to challenge you guys. 1, 2, 3. If you can. 1, 2, 3. If you can. 1, 2, 3. 10 more seconds here. Come on, guys. 1, 2, 3. Last one. 1, 2, 3. And cut it. Woo! Really making us work for it today, Mother Nature. Making us nice and hot and sweaty. Starting with those bent over shoulder extensions next. Remember, we only got 2 more, so give me everything you got for these last 2. I think I'm cutting my head off, so I'm going to stand back a little bit. My laptop's giving me a difficult time today, so I apologize for that, guys. All right. Starting with those bent overs in 3, 2, 1, and then begin. So from here, just nice shoulders, extension, and flexion. So bringing the thumbs to the sky, pinkies to the sky, thumbs, and pinkies, and thumbs, and pinkies, just like so. Keep on thinking about touching those pinkies and thumbs to the sky, and nothing else. Now that you're in this nice aligned lower back position. Stopping in 3, 2, 1, and cut it. All right, 1 more and we're done. And a cool down, but you guys already know about that. You guys have been here before. I know Music Man, one of our oldest followers, or one of the oldest followers we have. So kudos, shout out to you, Music Man, for sticking with us. We really appreciate it. We hope that you're getting some good results from these workouts. You're feeling good after, looking good, and all that good stuff. Being healthier and happier. Starting with those mountain climbers. 3, 2, 1, and begin. Remember, marches, if we want. The last 15 seconds, I'm going to ask you to do mountain moves. So, we got these, or the wall pull down / marches. You can do any of those. I just want you to pick up the pace starting right now. Come on. Give me everything you got, guys. Last exercise of the day. Oh, and there's a penny stuck to my feet. Got 5 more seconds. Come on, power through. 3, 2, 1, and cut it. Woo, there we go, guys. All right, now I can adjust my camera. There we go. Big pats on the back. Give yourself a big hug, even if you're all sweaty. It's just your own sweat. Don't worry about it. Nice big hugs. You did it. Good job, guys. You made it through day 28 of week 10. Give me a whoop whoop. All right, starting with the cool down here, guys. First thing we're going to be doing. Oh, I did miss one, didn't I? Whoopsies. All right, starting with the cool down here. Just going to do some self hugs. Nice little slaps, like so. If you want to hold it for a second, take some big deep breaths in the nose, out of the mouth. There's some really cool research and science behind shaking after a workout. Just doing some shakes like so, doing not arm circles, but just shaking the arms, getting some sensation into those nerves, the sensory information into those limbs, getting the blood flowing, breaking up that lactic acid. Real good for a really good cool down to make sure you're ready to go the next day. So do some more shaking. I know it kind of looks silly, but just shake the arms out. Do the big, you can do slaps like this, whatever feels the best for you. Now, same concept of shaking, moving on to the leg kicks and the kickouts. So we're gonna pretend like you just stepped in a big puddle. Now you gotta shake off all that water. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. Everyone's done it, it sucks. But now we're just gonna shake out the water, shake it out like so. Same thing, we can just shake the leg around in really weird different positions. As long as you have something to hold on to, it's always good to get some more sensation in the legs. I know for me personally, when I'm not doing these workouts, I do the same thing for my cool downs. Makes you feel a little bit better. Kind of wakens up your legs after they got beat up after a nice long workout like we just had. So remember, just doing these a little bit more. Now we can do some swings, nice light swings. We can do swing circles like this, or just do regular swings, whichever one feels better for you guys. Now, I don't got any part of my shirt that's not wet. That means it's a good workout, baby. So now we got all the shaking done. We come down and we are just going to relax. We're going to take some deep breaths in our nose and out of our mouth. So the quote of the day, so to speak, or the mindset of the day is failure. Failure is not a bad thing. I know there's a very common misconception that when you fail, you're not going in the right direction, but you must fail to succeed. I know it sounds cliche and corny, but it's say you couldn't get through all 6 sets today. That's okay. Failing is okay because now you know where your end point is. You know where you have to be better at. You know what you have to get better at. So failing, especially in a program like this or even in your workouts, is not a bad thing. It's how you come back from that. It's how resilient you are to keep getting up when you're knocked down. So just keep that. That's something you guys can take and transfer into all of your life, say in your business, your work, your personal life, your relationships. When something goes wrong, say you do it, say boss does it, anything like that, you see the things that have gone wrong, you understand the things that you need to get better at. So failure, the only way to really succeed and get better and work and improve upon yourself, whether it's health and fitness or work, like I just said, is to fail and then get back up on the horse, keep going. Don't let whatever sets you back to keep you down, because it's really important to always be resilient and keep on striving towards a better you, a better life, a better family, just a better I just said life, but better everything in general. So just keep that in mind, guys. Keep doing some more breathing here. In the nose for 4 seconds, out of the mouth for 8 seconds. And remember, when you're doing that style of breathing, you don't got to focus on taking as much air in and blowing as much air out as you possibly can. It's got to be a sustainable pace, like I was talking about with those punches or the other workouts, nice and sustainable. So the whole goal is that you're now going to carry this over to the rest of your day. So if you're breathing, obviously you're going to be breathing while you're doing everyday life. So just keeping that in mind, that you want to keep that breath to a solid, slow pace that is almost unrecognizable by the ears. It's not audible. So what I mean by that is, shouldn't have to think about how loud you're breathing. You shouldn't even really hear yourself breathing. But that is a conversation I've been having with you guys for a while, and I know it's a little abstract. So you think, oh, well, I'm breathing heavy because I'm working out. Yes, but after the workout, you're not going to be breathing heavy the entire time. So I just want to make sure you guys are thinking about being conscious with your breath, trying to be a quiet breather, belly breather, not a chest breather, so to speak. So not breathing and expanding the chest, so to speak, more of the rib cage and the diaphragm. I know this is, I could have an hour-long conversation about this. I love talking about breathing and the Buteyko method and oxygen advantage and all that fun stuff. But for the purpose of this conversation, just think quiet breaths, longer exhale than you have an inhale for. All right, guys, without further ado, that's all I got for you. So I'm going to skedaddle. I need to go take a shower and get some grub in my tum-tum. So I will catch you guys on the flip side. As always, stay happy, stay healthy, and you guys